Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. As Bitcoin is pulling back from a new all-time high, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, a new all-time high. It has happened. We were here. We witnessed on this very little candle right here. Bitcoin did make a new all-time high in USD. Something everybody's been watching with quite a lot of anticipation. If we go back over here to the closing candle of the week of November 8th, 2021, that was the last time we made a all-time high. And we are back here again, pulling back a little bit right now. But we can see here that the high, at least on Bitstamp, was 69,000 on the nose. Like, we never get that. It's never an exact dollar amount. And today, our weekly candle made a high of 69,210. So we did surpass our previous all-time high by $210. Bitcoin did reach unprecedented price territory and having an immediate pullback, right? And so the market it's kind of in dismay and disarray, all right? But we're going to break this all down. We're going to look at what strategies we could entail. We're going to look at swing strategies. We're going to look at intraday, and then we're going to get to our live trading of the day. As we get rolling, if you guys want to support what we do, please consider hitting the like button. It helps us out more than you could possibly imagine. And with that out of the way, let's break this down. I got to refresh the chat. Okay. Good morning to you. I see Yes to Crypto. I see Tyler in the house. How are you guys doing this morning? Let me know. Let me know what you guys are trading. Let me know what you guys are getting. Let me know if you guys like, I added AgriTrade down there at the bottom. I thought it would be a little bit more engaging. So hopefully you guys like that. And let's get right along with the analysis. On the weekly time frame, not much has changed. All right. Again, regardless of price points, the thing that's very important here is that Bitcoin, in my opinion, will be more akin to target round numbers rather than support and resistances, so to speak. All right. Because we have so much momentum right now that we're just blasting through resistances. And on the way to the downside, we typically tend to blast through support. So while support and resistances are important, and we will, of course, be talking about this, it's important to remember that I think what's more important are kind of those psychological round numbers. All right. So we did peak a new all-time high. If we do start to surge again, what's the next stop? 70,000, right? 70,000. And then 80,000, right? Obviously, as we're kind of in the heat of this bull market, I am doing my best to contain my bullishness. But here's the thing. Every previous cycle has shown us that the halving is never the end of the rally, all right? And, we've made a lot of hullabaloo about this big pre-halving pullback, which of course can still happen. And I still have hedges open that expire now at the end of March and mid-April to see if we can pull off of those. And again, I'm very fortunate that I bought at the money puts for those positions so that I have a much higher probability of success, although I did pay out the nose for it. But the thing is, with as much momentum as we're building, it occurs to me that the last time, we had that capitulation event back in March, that was the COVID dump. All right. And assuming that we're not going to get a new viral pandemic in 2024, fingers crossed, maybe we won't see such a dramatic pullback. But again, as Plan B said, and I do agree with him, we are moving out of the accumulation phase of the bull market, which has been the most bullish pre-halving rally that we've ever had. And we are now entering into the bull market proper. The problem with the bull market proper is that it is far more volatile. We'll have big, 50% movements to the upside followed by 30 to 50% movements to the downside. So the pullbacks will become real as Bitcoin increases in price and we start moving toward that $100,000 magical price target. We probably would have hit $100,000 in 2021 if it weren't for Elon Musk, but I digress. I'll leave that here. But what does the strategy say? What is PTP suggesting that we should do? If you're a good trend following trader, what should we be doing? On the weekly time frame, we should be doing nothing except making sure that profits are secured. Why are we making sure that profits are secured? Because our BBWP, which has been such a useful indicator, I mean, it has really become almost the bread and butter of our daily analysis. And just determining when we're going to have big moves, what are sizable, what's significant, and what's not. BBWP has just had our back this entire rally. And for the first time since 2021, we have redlined. Now, previously, the last time we redlined for 3 weeks. And following the immediate redlining, we did have one more week. Excuse me. Let me get back to that area. As you can see here, we entered redline territory on the closing candle of the 28th of December back in 2020. And we had one more week of upside, another 15% to the upside. And then we had 4 weeks really of consolidation down to the bottom of the range, back to the top of the range, and then a beautiful breakout candle. All right. All of this time, notice that we're having volatility divergence here, and we're also having RSI divergence. All right. So the indicators are kind of telling us, hey, this is not really an area where you should go be going long, because we're getting divergence not only from RSI, not only from BBWP, but we were also getting divergence from even TSI, the True Strength Index. All right, the True Strength Index was even diverging. So very powerful signals, and I want us to be aware of that, and that is what I want us to be looking at in this rally. I want us to be aware, and I want us to be afraid of divergences, and that is going to prevent us from getting really greedy at the top and getting bagged up when we should be exiting. So we are redlined on the weekly time frame. Can Bitcoin continue to climb? Yes, absolutely. But what should we be doing as positional traders? So for any positions that were picked up here, 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 or here, if you desire to secure profits now and basically repurchase back on any kind of dramatic pullback, this is your opportunity. If your time horizon, if your time frame was I don't want to hold this throughout the entire bull market, I just want to have a great trade. Positional trade that at this point in time, we could peel off 20 to 30%, if not up to 50% of profits. For daily swing trades, we definitely want to be out at least 50%. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I am not recommending any bullish entries at this point in time. I'm not looking for big weekly swings up at such elevated prices. This is profit-taking areas, guys. This is profit-taking areas, okay? Now, we don't want to be so quick to hop into a short or do anything dramatic like that. We are in an uptrend. We're not going to counter trade the macro, all right? There's going to be plenty of time for profitable shorts when we're in a bear market proper, all right? And that's going to be when we're below the daily 200 SMA, not the weekly 200 SMA. It's far too slow, far too slow. We're not going to be able to capture any shorts, using the 200 EMA as a baseline. We weren't able to capture any weekly shorts. In fact, it had us, we would have gotten bagged up down here. Again, maybe we get a profitable trade here, but just the margin for error is extremely low. So we're not, none of that. We'll be doing our shorts on the daily time frame. Weekly time frame, we're only interested in longing right now. But we do want to be prepared for a pullback. We could potentially, this is way too big, this big fair value gap. All right. So we could absolutely see retreats back down into the $53,000 to $62,000 range. That's absolutely possible in a pullback. If we pull back all the way back there from current price, that would be a 19% pullback. So again, if we went all the way down to the bottom of that range and kind of filled this big fair value gap candle, to be a 20% pullback, and that would be decent. And that would be a perfect, I think, initial reentry. That would be relatively aggressive. We don't really, obviously we don't necessarily want to see these big pullbacks back down here, but if we do get pullbacks back down to the weekly 21 or down to the weekly 25, and of course there we're talking about mid 30,000s and mid 40,000s, that's where we want to be loading up. All right. So I'm just telling you guys, it's scary to trade a bull market. It's scary when you're in a situation where you're not positioned, where you didn't accumulate in the accumulation mode, and you're kind of scrambling to get a position, trying to make money in these markets as we continue to pump. It's scary because if you're not positioned well, your only options are you have to position, you have to get into the market, and ideally at an opportune price. So you're going to have to wait for a pullback, and it's scary to buy a 30% pullback. It's scary to buy a 50% pullback, because then you start thinking like, oh, maybe I should be shorting, right? Oh my God. Yeah, man. 100x with the life savings, dude. Mortgage the house, double mortgage the house. Got a mortgage on the house, get a second mortgage on the house. Let's go. No, man. None of that. All right. Again, TSI is still bullish here on the weekly. RSI is still bullish here on the weekly. So no profit taking signals except for the redlining of BBWP. We do want to be taking at least 20% profits on such a signal. All right. When we're redlined like that, and even more if you want to be a little bit more conservative, feel free to take more than that if you want. And then we'll just patiently wait for a pullback. Yes, oh my God, Justin, we're going to miss out on like the great big bull market. There will be opportunities to re-enter. And when we have such an unprecedented event as weekly redlining on volatility, listen, you guys can, choose to pay attention to statistics or not. It's up to you. All right. Other than that, not too much here on the weekly time frame. Again, things are beautiful, bullish. We did make a new all-time high. I'm of the thought that we can continue to charge up. Again, last time we did get limited upside, but just technically speaking, if we want to be trading technically correct, if we want to be technically correct with our analysis, we are redlined, and so we are at a very high elevated level of risk. So you really got to be a believer in the bull market. Yeah, and I just see Crypto Meister here posting in our general chat, and a good time for a public service announcement. Yes, there are lots. If you're in a Discord, there are lots of scammers who try to impersonate me. So if I don't know you, I'm not going to message you. All right. So if you get a message from me, it is 99% most likely not me. And I will never, by the way, if I do message you, always ask me to verify myself. I'll never, never like, penalize anybody for asking me to verify who I am. And you should do that with just about everybody on Discord. Discord it's great. It's fantastic. I love it for its ease of communication and user friendliness. But, just anytime you get a bunch of people in one place, you get a bunch of butts. All right. You get a bunch of butts. All right. Yeah, and I will never invite you to do anything in a direct message that I will not publicly ask people to do in the announcements channel or in a public venue. So I'm not texting anybody private links, private pre-sales, nothing like that. You gotta take me out to dinner first to get something like that. Told you all about Noom. Yeah, I think Noom's probably doing pretty good. All right, let's get to the daily time frame, the juicy time frame. Daily time frame. Again, we are redlined. What is the good signal here? Also on the daily time frame, waiting for things to come out of redline. We've talked about this before. Oh, you know what we forgot to look at? Sorry, we forgot to look at the reversal system. So let's look at our reversal model here on the weekly time frame. No divergence. We have no bearish divergence. All right. If we actually look at our topping indicator here, we actually do have a little bit of regular bearish divergence here. I'm not going to lie. I actually don't have any statistics, nor have I studied, how good these divergence signals are on Laguerre PPO. Something I should definitely do. Just kind of from looking, let's just do a little bit. Okay, well, there was some there. Let's zoom in on that. I want to zoom in on that. Okay, let's see here. Do we have this in? Bollinger Bands off because that's throwing off our thing. Okay. So first, determine, was regular bearish divergence here? Yes, confirmed. This is regular bearish divergence from here to here. And yeah, I mean, listen, when did we actually get the divergence signal though? So let's, no, we want a vertical line. Let's put a vertical line here. So we would have got that, yes, very clearly. We would have been able to see that divergence on the close of this weekly candle. And it set us up for a 13% move to the downside. So that's good. All right, that's one example. What about here? No divergence. And that's as far as Laguerre PPO is going to go on the weekly. Any divergence here? No. I mean, divergence here, though. That's very, very clear. Divergence here is very clear. And I think that's kind of what we also want to focus on. So no divergence from this top cluster to this top cluster here. And there is a little bit of mild divergence here. Not from a momentum oscillator. What about the RSI? What's the RSI looking like on the weekly? Do we have weekly bearish divergence? We do not. So we do not have divergence on the RSI. We do not have divergence. I do want to go back. Did we have divergence? Yeah, very clear divergence here on ISISBot during the top in 2021. Extremely clear. And then no divergence here. Divergence here, but we didn't really get the, yeah, that would have been, the problem is that's kind of hard to see. If you have to like peer really closely, oh my God, beautiful. Look at that. Look at that regular bearish divergence at the 2017 top. Ladies and gentlemen, this ISISBot indicator, which by the way is just a modified version of Minx. So all of our premium subscribers get access to Minx. It's one of our most popular indicators. If we pull out Minx, 10, 21, 15. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to throw Minx on here just so you guys can see what a premium subscriber would look like. So 10, yes, 21. Okay, that's how I have my settings. We want to go through here and Yeah, so very clear divergence here that we identified. No divergence here. This is the top of the 2017 market. Didn't I just say that? Was I wrong? Oh, okay. I must have been pointing out. Yeah, I was pointing out the top from 2013 to 20. Yeah, I was pointing out the 2013 top. My bad. I apologize. So we didn't really get that. Okay, so divergence here, a little bit of a pullback. No divergence there. Okay, so the 2017 top was extremely powerful. Very clear divergence. No, that's convergence. And very clear divergence. So yeah, so Minx and IsaSpot accurately identified this huge regular bearish divergence at the 2021 top. And we're not getting any of that divergence right now. We are getting some divergence from Laguerre PPO, and we only have one previous example right here of that leading to a 13% pullback. So listen, I think it's not unprincipled. Guys, it's not unprincipled to look for a head short here. I don't think it's unprincipled at all. Hey, Aaron. Good to see you, beautiful. Yeah, I don't think we should close longs, and I don't want to be super quick to open up a short. But again, listen, just peaking all-time high, kind of anticipating a pullback. I mean, it's very logical, right? I think good money could be made on that trade. That position is definitely there. All right. The position is definitely there. All right, daily time frame. We do have an exit signal now. As you guys, if you guys have been following, we had a new fresh swing signal back over here on February 26th, telling us to get back into the trade, and we have held that, and we are now getting our first exit signal. If this closes, we have to wait until daily close. The RSI is crossing underneath the signal line, and this is going to be our exit indication. We are also coming out of redlining, so the daily time frame has been redlined for 4 days. And now volatility has crossed underneath its signal line and is heading back down. That is also a good exit indicator or profit-taking signal. So for weekly swing positions, I am actually recommending for them to remain open. For daily swing positions, I am recommending for those to be closed at this point in time. We do not have any, well, actually, we might. We do have a little bit of regular bearish divergence here on the RSI daily. Okay. You have regular bearish divergence on the RSI daily. That has historically been a very good signal. So again, a little bit of the weekly div certainly has not yet been confirmed. Again, like I said, we are only getting that divergence. We're only getting that divergence from Laguerre PPO, but we are getting. I want to see if we're getting. I don't think my settings are right here. 21. Here to here? No, we're not getting. Minx / IsaSpot's not picking it up. We are getting it from the RSI though. Actually, if we did 1.5, that I think fine. Okay. Let's see here. Pull back to 56. So here's the thing. I mean, it's very little data. Of that regular bearish divergence. So I don't really want to enter right now. You know, I am interested in kind of picking up this head short and playing off this this regular bearish divergence right here, especially because we kind of have the catalyst of just peaking that new all-time high. So, you know, I think just psychologically traders, investors hear that, and a lot of people who are eager to sell, position sellers, active sellers will move to sell. So, you know, with volatility coming down with the profit taking signal, I think that could be a savvy trade. Now, I generally don't recommend this because I want people to focus on one dominant direction. So I'm thinking, yeah, because we peaked and then this was the candle. Yeah, we wicked up, we grabbed liquidity. That's crazy. So we did end up grabbing liquidity on a 4-hour liquidity sweep right here. The question is, let's see, the question is, yeah, I mean, I feel like we kind of have to take it. How far do I think BTC will dump? Let's find out. Well, if we don't end up finding support here, if we go below 63,370, then I believe we will consolidate here at support around 62,000 for a while. And then our next level of support would be the gap underneath, right? Kind of filling this daily fair value gap right here. So that's both of these are pretty logical pullback areas, honestly, on the daily time frame. So we're going to wait. We are not going to short this actively right now for a couple of reasons. One, we're coming into a low volume node. All right. And so we don't really want to be, and we're not like, we didn't position for this breakout. You know, we're just a little late to the market. So in my experience, it's much more likely for prices to reach these areas and push to the upside, especially as we're hitting a ton of liquidations right now. So it's a pretty dangerous place to enter. In fact, if anything, I probably want to intraday scalp to the long side. So I kind of want to finish up with this daily analysis because, again, the key points here, guys, are that we don't have weekly bearish divergence. Weekly positions to be held open. Daily positions should be closed, and profit should be taken on daily swing positions, and we wait for a continuation signal or a pullback buy. Pretty simple. Bitcoin, boom, bam, pop, bing, in a hurry. All right. So I do not need, at the current point in time, I do not need the 1 minute chart. What I do need to get all right, so we do have peaked volatility here on the 15 minute. All right, so we're peaking volatility. We've wicked into this low volume node. We are trading below the 200 EMA on the 15. Open interest dropping. What do we got with open interest right now? Yeah, so big open interest drops. What have we lost? We've lost like Jesus, like 10% OI. That is a massive OI drop. That is a massive OI drop. That's a big OI drop. Let's go grab our liquidation zones so we can kind of see what's going on here with some more clarity, because I kind of want to long. All right, because I'm like that. Go to the 24-hour. Yeah, to look at all these liquidations that we just absolutely just chewed through. And we're kind of at the bottom of the liquidations too right now. Yeah. Yeah, we just grabbed like an absolute metric ton of liquidations. There's really like no more. Like we just grabbed all liquidity. And we're continuing to head a little bit more south through the liquidation. So all the longs just got completely wrecked. Let's go to 3 days. There we go. Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot more below us though, honestly. But I mean, we really have captured everything that's pretty significant intraday. Next is 62,943 if we do continue heading lower. But I think, like I said, I think now is probably not a bad time. Oh, sorry. I think now is probably not a bad time to... Come on. Yeah, volatility maxed out. Big OI drops. Point of control right here. I think we could... There we go. Ooh. Oh, I see. Negative. There we go. Thank you. There we go. This needs to be the 21. Come on, people. Hopefully you guys can all see that pretty good. There we go. And then let's make this one yellow. And we've got green and silver. Nope. Maybe a little. There we go. That's not too bad. Oh, shoot. What do I feel like? That's weird. All right, let's just hold up here for a sec. What do you mean? I'm not using a TPSL order. You're being weird, dude. Yes. Don't care. Okay, thank you. That was weird. I've also like never tried to set percentage TPSLs like that. All right. Oh. There we go. Really? All right. Whatever. What is the current ATR? Get the value of the ATR from the data window. 483. That was a big ATR. And then we just measure down one ATR from the current low. We don't want to be putting our stop at the low. That's for noobs. 62,874. There we go. Okay. Okay. What's going on? Sorry, let's see here. No. March 29th is going to be a scary day. What do you mean? Tyler says there's no div on the NBT, which usually means the top is not in yet. How far do I think BTC will dump? The next liquidity is at 60,975. Do you think it will wick to that price? Let's look at the liquidation heat map. Again, yeah, like today, the liquidation heat map is crazy. And honestly, it's not really being that helpful because we need to see with a little bit more granularity. As you can see, we just like cleared out all liquidity. The next significant liquidity is at 62,834 and then 62,227. So those would be, I mean, that's where price wants to go. 62,834, 62,227, and 61,315. Right? Those are the downside targets where price wants to go. I want to see where our liquidation zones are overhead. All right. So we've got shorts with liquidation zones at 66,201. I do feel like our 64,850 or 64,860 is a very safe price target for this scalp. 66,879, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, fine, whatever. Yeah, significant liquidations don't really start. There's 32 million at 68,847, but I mean, that would be incredible, wouldn't it? All right, so we had a big spike in volume here. Volume declining on the upswing. We want to see declining volume on the push down. That's what we want to see. We want to see declining volume. Price ran up here to the 15-minute 21. That's totally fine. Pulling back a little bit. That's all good. Five down, three up. Andrew's Elliott buying. Oh, then shoot, man. We should probably take some more risk, huh? If you're buying, you know what I'm saying? Oh, look at that beautiful 3-minute bear div right there. That is crazy. No bull divs yet. Or actually, do we have, is this? Oh my God, it's a bull div. It's a bull div. I did not notice that bull div. Yeah, and this candle is going to close in 1 minute and 9 seconds, and that will kind of be another overbought buy signal. at peaked volatility, which I'm a big fan of. See what the reversal system is suggesting here. Yeah. Yeah, buy signal coming in. Yeah, reversal system's heated up right now. Yeah, so I think I'm going to increase my position here. And I just moved the market, I guess. All right. So we're going to hit TP1 here in just a second on that quick scalp. Do we really want to target the 55? Just the level of resistance? I mean, I suppose that's okay. Like 65,080. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's okay. All right, let's not be too greedy in a downtrend, right? Yeah, so we'll be a little bit more ambitious for that scalp. Okay, looking good. I bought, man. What do you want from me? I suppose here's the thing. Let's set this to like 75,000 just for now. All right. So that'll be our. The thing is, I don't want to get like insane. We're gonna hit TP here. On our scalp. I don't want to get insane on a 3-minute bull div, right? Guys, we got to talk about the strength of the signal. I guess the 15-minute is really good too. All right, so we hit TP1 there. So bam, boom. Life's good. Cashed out on that one. Let's quick scalp. All right, so just hold on a sec. Yeah, volatility's peaked. Everything's real good. I do believe in that 15-minute buy. But I probably oh, you know what? I didn't even realize that was Jungle Boy, man. What's up, dude? I haven't seen you in a while. Elon needs to tweet. Lose my PNL versus lost my position in the current trades. What? I don't understand what you're saying. That doesn't make sense to me. You lost your PNL versus lost my position. Oh, lose my PNL versus lose my position in my current trade. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. You are asking for advice. I think. So is it better to lose your PNL or to lose your position? I mean, that just depends, right? It depends on what your original trade thesis was. Everybody wants to know the future so that they can get an outcome that is beneficial to them, right? That is just human nature. And this is never more true than in the realm of trading, right? Everybody just wants to know like what's going to happen. But that's part of it. Like, I don't know what's going to happen, right? You see me out here, like I'm risking, this is my money, like I'm not just screwing around here. So yeah, I mean, listen, that completely depends, man. Like when you took the trade, were you taking it with the intention of holding through drawdown and understanding that there would be drawdown? Was it designed to be a quick scalp, right? All of those questions have to come from you, or all of those answers have to come from you. I could tell you this, like I've traded. One second. In my now almost decade of experience in trading, I will tell you that anytime I trusted someone else's analysis to make my own decisions, it never, like, it's just never ended well. Very low leverage, 5x leverage for lower. I mean, listen, if you're like super well positioned, Yeah, I mean, listen, we're all emotional, man. You know, like we could have a 30, you just have to ask yourself, like, okay, so you just have to ask yourself, can your position handle a 30% pullback in price, right? If so, you're probably good. Can your position handle a 50% pullback in price, which is significantly less likely, but just understand that that is, you know, a risk that is being taken, right? And then if you do end up taking profits, make sure that you know, like typically my answer to that is always take a little bit of profit, right? Like if I start to feel nervous, you know, I never want to jump out of my position on an emotional feeling. But sometimes it's just good for peace of mind to be like, all right, cool. Like I'm feeling like I might be on the wrong side of the trade here and I want to lock in what I've got. Just take a little bit of profit. Take a little bit of profit and just hold it and you know, move your stop loss up, right? That always makes me feel a lot better. And sometimes that's the best answer, right? It's often just the best answer. I don't understand. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really. Oh, I do now. I do understand. I know what these lines are for. But we should be on the ByBit chart. There we go. And let's pull up the intraday system. Interesting that OI. Yeah, but you know, again, that was a good long signal, right? It was a good long signal. Pull back to the 200 EMA. Yeah, so yeah, I do believe this is very strong. So stop loss is here. The next stop, if we do plunge for liquidity here, it'd be 63,084. We do have some stiff resistance here, but ultimately I believe the price would like to get to 65,926 on this upswing. Basically just retesting the 200 EMA from below if we are going to continue heading a little bit south here. We do have to get over this resistance of 65, right? We do have resistance here at 65. So we just need to get back into this range and then things will be okay. Right now we're in uncharted territories. What is MT4? MetaTrader 4. It's a tool platform application to trade. I know I have it. Show you. One sec. Yeah, here we go. One sec. Here we go. This is what MT4 looks like. I don't know why all my screens aren't on my chart though. Gotten all discombobulated somehow. Looked fine down here. Oh, I think this is because I this. So yeah, this is what MetaTrader looks like. This is how I mean MetaTrader. This is a very popular trading terminal. It's a very popular trading terminal. A lot of people use this. I've used this a lot, but it's not nearly as it is significantly less user friendly than TradingView for sure. It is definitely a lot clunkier, and you're gonna get the best results if you like in general always with trading. You're gonna get slightly better results if you know how to code a little bit and you can make some custom stuff. What's going on with this inception? All right, anyways. All right, so we didn't get any. Second, let's pull this up. I don't want the Bitstamp chart either. This is not right. I don't want the ByBit chart. There we go. And yes, we are going to rock this in Hikanashi. There we go. Let's see here. So you guys see this like really clear downtrend right here. You know, I'm kind of curious, right? Opacity, something like 70% maybe. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay. So we've got a very clear downtrend right now. Looking to break. Okay. And basically, what has the pattern been that we see for like breakoffs, right? We see basically price sells off. Okay. We can see here that when it sells off, all right, volatility typically peaks. All right. You know, we have open interest dropping. That's the bottom indicator here. I know this is kind of hard for you guys to see, but there's a lot here to look at. Here we go. Let's just look at this. So very clear downtrend here on the 1 minute time frame for BTC. And every time it's kind of punctuated by a sharp sell-off with big wicks. All right. Volatility peaks. That is usually a good time to buy and then sell. And then it happens again. We also get a buy signal from ISOspot here. Volatility peaks. Okay. We come back up, retest the 20. We can see here that it's basically been the minute 21 exponential moving average before a clear trend was established that we could draw a trend line with. So again, these three moving averages on any time frame are absolutely killer and will serve you well. The 200, the 21, and the 55. It's really all you need. It's really the only moving averages you need. Like certainly I've used lots of other moving averages and they've worked well. Oh, by the way, we are going to, thanks to Profit Bear, we did end up hitting the member goal yesterday. Can't believe I forgot to mention that. So big shout outs to Profit Bear, my dude. And we do need to change the member goal. If you guys don't know how it works around here, we do rely on our patrons to continue to make free content on a daily basis. And supporting the stream by becoming a member is just one way that you can do that. And within the next few weeks, I will be adding some special perks for our YouTube members, such as access to signal channels. So what are we looking for here? What change of character are we looking for to potentially look for a position? All right. Well, we're looking, if we want to go long, we're kind of looking for this to break, or we're looking for overall exhaustion. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 drives down. Okay. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Open interest has dropped a lot. Okay. We've gotten 1, 2, 3, basically DCA buy signals throughout this range. And now we're just looking for a break of the trend line. I am curious kind of what, I mean, I can just tell you where I would be targeting, right? We want to be targeting right here on this upswing. Why? Because this is a low volume node. That's where we want to be targeting. There's very little volume those transacted here during this move into the downside. So this is going to be our next target. So let's shoot for it. 66, 268. Okay. So that's what we want. We want 66, 268 on this long swing. Looking for a break of this bearish trend and a retest of the 200. Completely fine. All right. What would that look like on the 15 minute? Again, 15-minute, we do have volatility peaking and now coming back down out of it. Volatility has stopped decreasing so significantly. And again, just kind of targeting this area on the 15-minute. We've broken down below the 200 EMA. So basically just looking for a retrace back to that 200 EMA as well. And again, ideally, we do want price to preferably stay above 63,981 is what we want. We do want price above 63,981. Below 63,981, we start to like get a little concerned. So I anticipate that price will move up here to the $65,100 level and then pull back a little bit into the 64.4. So it'll pull back about $500 and then we could make a movement up to 65.8. All right, going for a break of the trend line now. Uniswap's pumping. Good stuff. It's not about open P&L. Your job is to shovel green numbers from that open column to the closed column. That's the job, man. It's not profit until you transfer it out of the futures account. All right, got some nice buys coming in now. We do have the 55 to get over, but this low volume node should be decent. We could see, but although this low volume node that we're entering into right now, we could see a lower high and a fail to break the trend line. That's totally fine. And we could pull back down here. Again, I really do want to see price above 63,857 and again, even higher on the 15, but this is okay. I mean, certainly like critical short-term supports at 64,358. That's totally fine. So far, the bulls are still pushing, which is exactly what we want. We do want a higher high here. You know, a double top here is also okay. We're not going to be shorting the double top. Leg day today? Come on. Leg day. I'm doing full body workouts right now. And I worked out last night. I did do squats, bench, upright rows, bent over barbell row, all the things. All the things. I work out Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You know, I used to be in the gym every day. I used to be a lot bigger, but I'm very healthy right now. Started working out with my daughter, which is fun. And yeah, just want to live forever, you know? Why work out? I'm not necessarily like, you know, like back in my 20s, I just like wanted to be jacked and tatted, you know? And I accomplished that. So now I just want to look good, be healthy. Both. I do have a home gym. Yep. I remodeled the garage, you know, insulated it, sheetrocked it. So it looks quite nice. So the garage now serves dual purpose as my office in the summer. I move all the stuff out there. Gym and hangout spot. Cybernetics, I haven't seen you in forever, man. Tyler's doing rows and presses. You got to get it. All right, there we go. Nice break from the bulls. Not completely out of the water yet, guys. We are entering to this low volume node, so we can either chew through it or we could have a pullback here. That's totally fine. But we do now have a higher high, which is good. That's what we want. Pushing up would be even better if we could get maybe to the point of control. And then, that's what I'd like to see. You know, I'd like to get resistance, pull back to liquidity, and then eventual push up. Like we do have to, I mean, it's a task, right? We are asking for the bulls to break through resistance here. That's not an easy task. I mean, like we had a lot of people short here. They definitely do not want to see price back above this point of control. But you know, we were underneath 2 standard deviations on VWAP. That's always a good trade. We don't necessarily want to be greedy. Like being greedy over here was not good because we had more downside. And I think that, again, now is not bad. for bigger, again, we've had, what is this? Like, what was the pullback? Yeah, I mean, we've already had a 9% pullback, right? So, oh man, Andrew's in heavy. Are you trolling me, dude? Tell me you're not coming on the stream to make me lose money, are you? I like you way too much for that, Andrew. Andrew's like, fuck, 50x, dude. He died. But 3 more minutes, you gotta take profit. All right, yeah, my dude, swinging it. Andrew's the man. Three more minutes to take profit. All right. Yeah, I don't want to be like super greedy here. I do like my target up here, but I also don't like the fact that I basically have to trust the bulls to break resistance here, and we are in a downtrend. We did break the downtrend though, so. The other thing that just sucks about the copy trading is that I can't take partial take profits, right? Like, I want you guys to understand how annoying that is. But it just is what it is. Yeah, we got like real peaked over here, but oh man. All right, my legs were getting kind of sore there, guys. Whew. Yeah, I know. I have asked them about it many, many times, but it's the way, I mean, it's not going to happen anytime soon, because it's like fundamental to how the matching engine for the copy trade system was built. And so it's not like, oh yeah, we'll just go in and change this one line of code. Like, no, that would require like pretty much a full rewrite. The way that their developers have expressed, have told me. And they're really good. Like, I was just talking to Fairdesk. Like, I talked to their developers and stuff. They are adding like 60 new coins. So they're going to be adding a lot of, they're adding like 60 new coins to their USDT margin futures. And then we're going to get a bunch of new copy trade pairs as well. So I'm pretty excited about that. My big ask right now is cross leverage in the copy trade side. Because isolated leverage is for the birds. Do I think BTC will go back up again? Absolutely, yes. Maybe not necessarily today, right? Who needs 1 billion coins? What do you mean? Oh, no, man. Like, exchanges need to add coins because that's what people want. People want to trade the new shiny thing. That's what the majority of retail does. The majority of retail is not going to come in and develop an unsexy strategy on an old asset, that prints money, I guess. Yeah, more coins are good, right? It attracts, because what you have to think about, you have to think about not just the trading side of it, like the way we trade. You have to think about the employment side of it, right? Like who all is required for this machine to keep running, right? For there to be liquidity. Well, first off, for us traders to make money, price needs to move. And for price to move, there needs to be a lot of buyers and sellers, and there needs to be liquidity. So you need market makers to provide and to make the markets and provide liquidity. And then you need to get the buyers and sellers in. So you have to incentivize the buyers and sellers to come in with things like low fees, giveaways, access to all their cool stuff, tools, features, whatever, bonuses, all this kind of stuff, right? That's all marketing. But you also have to market to the market makers. And if you only have 8 coins, right, then then you're only going to have a job for what, maybe 8 market makers. And that's assuming that each entity or individual makes just one market. Usually, like, they might just have one market maker, right, that makes all 8 markets. And so there's no real incentive for any competition to come in and, compete for either a lower price, because Fairdesk certainly, or all exchanges certainly do incentivize and pay their market makers one way or the other. The market makers make the exchange money and the exchange make the market makers money. That's just how it works. So, it's just, if you want an exchange to grow and get better, like they got to have more coins. They got to have more coins. They got to employ more people. They got to bring in more market makers. They got to bring in more traders. Like, got to grow. Heat the grease. Fry the bacon. Andrew's out. Flat trajectory. Yeah, I mean, I am kind of happy with the trade so far. Yeah, I mean, we're already peaked. Vol is, Vol's reset. Open interest is flat. We didn't get a big, open interest increased here, and then we've just gone stagnant. So yeah, I think that's not a bad little scalp. Pretty happy with that. Just lock that in. Be good with it. All right. Then we'll just set up, wait for the next one. So yeah, like I do want to be aggressive, but at the same time, I got the PTSD from the pre-halving dump, you know what I'm saying? From the COVID dump, and seeing an 8% down move in a day. Again, we did the break this nice trend line, so that's good. Maybe we continue to pump and hit the target, but there's a nice little profit. Not displeased. All right. So now what's the game plan now? All right. Again, well, we do have this kind of predominant daily downtrend. And we do have, again, pretty stiff resistance around 65,379. We did surpass the low volume node. So I would expect to see some resistance come around again around that 65.3, 65.4. Ultimate target would be up here in the 66 to just kind of come through and grab this liquidity right here. Let's pay a visit to our liquidation heat map and see how things have evolved. Because certainly we've seen some more positioning, right? Yeah, we do have liquidations up at 66 too. All right, so again, the market does kind of want to go there. I'm not seeing a lot of liquidations. If we just go to symbol BTC for the 12-day, let's aggregate across the exchanges. Yeah, so we do have some liquidations at 64,097. Overhead at 65,386. So let's just kind of keep our eyes on 65,386 for right now. Yeah, which would be right here. Late shorters, all right? This is, we can actually just determine. Yeah, I mean, these are... Yeah, like maybe 50x, 50x. All right, man, go eat some of them pancakes. Good Tuesday scalp, man. Can't do that. All right, give me a sec, guys. I am going to... All right. Give me a sec, guys. I will be right back. All right, no rest for the wicked, as they say. And we're back doing this. Ron, good to see you, my friend. Hopefully you're doing well. Okay. Nice movement there. A little overbought on the ISA spot. It's where we had some liquidations. And we can see that OI drop from the liquidations right now. Let's refresh. Got paid time off. Back and the bags are looking good, man. Can't ask for much more. We cannot ask for more. Excuse me. Funding rate is extremely high. Funding rate is extremely high. Liquidations, profile, visible range. Here we go. Yeah, so ton of liquidations here. 23 Bitcoins worth of liquidations at this price point. I think now's the time. All right. Grab a little quick short scalp here. Where do we think price is going? Do we pull all the way back to... Well, where are long liquidations right now? Long liquidations are at 64,097. Oh, no, that's way... No. We're not going to be targeting down there. I think just right here. Yeah, I think just right here. 64,850. Yeah, 64,850. Yeah, nice volatility reset right now. There's the OS signal. No real divergence, so we don't want to get crazy with the cheese whiz here on it. But just a little pullback. Don't want to get too crazy with the cheese whiz. And we'll just manually close this if we start to push back up above. If we get a close above the liquidation zone, if we get a close above 65,389, we'll close. So that was interesting. So just the behavior that I noticed there was that on the break of the trend line, the target was basically just the point of control, right? We broke the downtrend right here. And oh, shnikes. That's a punch in the face, isn't it? Okay. This is a big up thrust. I bet we just had a big drop of OI. Yeah, we just had a big OI drop push. 65,453. Came right, right? That was a pretty aggressive push. Yeah, definitely grabbed liquidations there. That was quite an alley-oop, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's got the little alley-oop. What? I don't understand why it doesn't seem like Coinalyze is updating very quickly. And by very quickly, I kind of mean like at all. Yeah, 65,580 and liquidation. Profile visible range. Let's just move this over a little bit. Yeah, I mean, liquidation. We did just have some liquidations. All good. Okay, let's see here. Lower high. Give me a yellow short signal. Nah, listen. Just trading in the, just trading the meso trend here. All right. Price stalled sideways. We were unable to make a higher high there. Bought back up at support. Support failed. Push down. Okay. All right, support fails to hold lower low. All right. Oh, we got some activity. What's up? Burhan, thank you so much for the sub, my friend. Welcome to the community. All right. Okay, back down to the point of control. A little bit of pickup at the point of control. We were unable to make the 200 EMA. Which is kind of good. No regular bearish divergence yet. Again, seeing a little bit of buying activity at that point of control. Just want 64,869. We are in the high volume node right now. Okay, so this is pretty good. So range trading strategies are going to apply in the high volume node. Fade breakouts, fade breakdowns. So we do want to target a liquidity grab of 64,859, which we will probably long. We do need to see how price responds at 65,190. That'd be a very aggressive place to go for a long here at this point in time. Let's see. Yeah, so let's refresh. Did we? Yeah, so as you can see here, yeah, I was just targeting that initial point of liquidity, which we were able to grab, no problem. We do now have some liquidations overhead at 65,997 and 66,133. 65,997. So let's actually get rid of this for just a second. 65,997. $65,997, and we want 66,201. All right, excellent. So that's kind of our next level of resistance, i.e. next target. That's where we'll be targeting on our long swing. As you can see, that's right at the height of this high volume node. All right, so of course, where are people putting their stop losses? Right above local highs. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. Don't be a Muppet. All right, pullback. We are slightly underneath the point of control. Still in drawdown on the position because we went short here. Yeah, that's just too low. 64,097. It's just too low. That's all the way down here. It's right here. It's like underneath here. That's where long liquidations are. Aggressive long liquidations. But let's we'll mark it out. Let's just mark it out. We'll mark it out. That way we know. Okay. Great. So, basically want to buy here. Basically want to buy here and probably swing long and target the liquidation zone is the strategy for today. Okay. Still a higher low. Still a higher low. Still a higher low. Still a higher low. Still a higher low, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. All right. Hammer candle, maybe. Doji. Doji, hammer. Doji, hammer. Doji, hammer. What's it going to be? Doji, hammer. Doji, boots, boots, and cat. I mean, Doge looked like it was doing okay. It looked like it's taken off there a little bit. All right. Price push back up to local resistance or local support. Rejected. Hammer time. Look at the hourly. On the hourly, we are redlined. OI's dropping on the hourly. And the hourly looks kind of bearish, bro. Yeah, we are getting buy signals. That's weird. Divining and pulling out. Yep, that's where it happened. And then, yeah, look at that beautiful regular bearish divergence. I mean, that was chef's kiss. Look at that, guys. Higher high. Dramatic lower high. Oh, I see. You're saying the huge hammer and still closed under the 55 EMA. I mean, I think that's bearish. Honestly. Like normally we do want to buy. Like the EMA clusters are really good to buy. Like here, aggressive, here, conservative. So like this is all fine. Like long term, yeah, this is all good. Like this is where the bulls want to be buying. Here to here. As this is the zone of interest. Because Bitcoin has really not successfully traded underneath the 200 since January. In a couple of months. So yeah, we got to get closing back above that 50, and it's just the 15-minute 200 too, right? It's a 15-minute 200. All right, back down to the live commentary. Okay, so we did make a slightly higher high on the LTFs. And we did come down to that minute 55 with a vol reset too. So pushing back up, retesting the point of control from below this time. And unfortunately, this is like, we've now entered into kind of like the the boring time, because anytime we're in a high volume node, you know, price tends to hang out, although we do have heightened volatility today. So all right, that's looking pretty good. Yeah, so we do have a vol reset, so we're either going to get a pretty... we're either going to sharp move down or up after a vol reset. That's going to happen quick. Sharp move down. Let's go. Let's go. Give it to me, baby. Swept support. We are really attempting... I mean, but here's the thing. We are really attempting to break. And this, and again, what did we say? We were going to fade breakdowns. Does that mean we buy at support, though? Does that mean we necessarily buy at support? Okay, staying in the EMA cluster range. Okay, unable to make the push up so far. Volatility is still resetting. Volatility is still getting crushed. And we are going for that move. Completely swept upside liquidity, but that was a big market buy. We're about to break this, yeah. So we just broke them. Well, we're trying to break the 1 minute uptrend. Where do I think BTC will be in 2 weeks? Honestly, 80,000, probably. More. It's much more likely that we'll be at a higher number than a lower number at this point in time. That's an interesting question. Can you pause it? Ethereum. No, you can only deposit on the ERC20. 30-minute volatility is still maxed to the downside. Yeah. The 30-minute was nice and clutch with the 200 EMA. Apologies, guys. 1 second. All right, sorry about that. I had to take that call. I think the dumping is over. The dumping is probably over. Yeah, big picture wise. I think you're probably right. All right, so we just have to ask ourselves, so we're at the bottom of the range. We are grinding the bottom of the range. Typically, we grind the bottom of the range, and then we buy the breakout, right, is what we do. Right, it's because we have vol reset, so we do want to trade in the expansion direction. Does look like we're expanding. I mean, I want to say that it looks like we're trying to expand to the upside. So we will, at this point in time, we would buy a close above 65,388. One of these is, yeah, there we go. Well, I was going to say one of these is a line. Okay. So expansion to the upside was not successful. We're still in the range. We're still grinding. We're still crushing the range out. Again, usually this is not bullish. We just buy the breakout though if it is bullish. So we buy the close above resistance now because we've volatility's reset on the minute time frame here. Okay, but we should be back in the green now, shouldn't we? Yeah, very mildly. So we were able to save that trade, not bad, and now we're just looking to actually make profit on it. Oh, come on, Bitcoin. Quit playing games with my account. My account. Please just sell down to 64,758. In 3 hours, BlackRock will buy more. They buy twice a day. I mean, flows had kind of slowed down. When I looked earlier this morning, the data on BlackRock was not available. Grayscale outflows kind of had cooled down, but then they ramped up on Friday. 4 p.m. transaction from last business day goes through at the same time. Okay. All right, getting that expansion to the downside. Let's go. Let's go. No, come on. Low volume node. Let's go. Low volume node. Low volume node. Low volume node. There we go. And then we'll probably scoop up along here. And now in this position, we'll probably set our stop loss at the swing low. Although that would be pretty crappy if we got wicked. But at this point, I feel it's relatively safe. Again, we typically don't want to be a Muppet. Have we hit liquidations yet? If we hit liquidations, I need to take profit. Again, yeah, we're not seeing them there. That's the problem. Liquidation heat map. I mean, and we're at support too. That's weird. We're going to refresh that. Lots of profit taking still to go if it comes. Yeah, funding rate is very, very high. It's going to make alts explode. A lot will be selling at Bitcoin and going into alts. Yeah, most likely. Felipe, hey, what's going on, my friend? Welcome to the stream. I actually, funny enough, I have dgen pulled up right here. I do need to add a screen capture for it though. Bam. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. This has never happened to me before. Oh, no. I'm not in Farcaster. Yes to Crypto is from Farcaster land. And I think he has also suggested it. I did look into it a little bit. I think that might not be a bad idea. But what's going to be a bad idea is how far I throw this monitor if Fairdesk doesn't let me get in here and manage my trade. Because we just, I'm looking at my profit taking signal and we just had a ton of liquidations. And this used to happen on ByBit back in the day. Sometimes it would get overloaded. It just sucks when it happens to you. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's fine, right? Just annoying. Aw. No, Farcaster is just basically a network of decentralized applications, right? Farcaster is the chain on its own, as far as I understand. Just like DLive has the Lino network. Man. Nope, just straight up. Fairdesk struggling, man. Oh, sadness. Sadness. I should set it up to do. I'm going to have to reset back up. I don't think I can. No, I don't think I can connect to 3 commas, right? Let's see. There we go. Yeah, HTX, Gemini, Bitfinex, Bitstamp, Gate, Binance, KuCoin, OKX, ByBit, Coinbase Advanced. Nope. Oh, that's a bum. I'd have to run it on my own engine, which not. Come on, guys. This is where I wanted to take profit. Don't do it to me. Oh no. Big sells, big sells, big sells. Damn, Alex, I've never seen somebody Twitter shamed, bro, live on stream. He just got you. Just got. Ah! I mean, I'm a big fan of Ethereum. I think that Ethereum will overperform Bitcoin in this cycle. You know, I don't think that staking is sustainable long term, and I don't think that ETH is sound money. I think that Bitcoin is overall going to be better than Ethereum. But Ethereum also serves a very vital purpose, right? Because there's a lot of other things that we want to do with a financial system or a monetary unit, except just use it as a, you know, store of value, unit of account, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I feel like this is a really bad time to do a ByBit ad. Apologies, guys. 1 second. All right. Man, will people please stop calling me? Stop calling me. Ain't gonna pick the phone up. Anyways. Yeah, heard it first. So, I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, obviously, I'm annoyed that it just is what it is, right? It's just been a long time since this has happened. This has never happened to me on Fairdesk before. I'm sure that they are, just getting overloaded by all the retail traders. That's totally fine. And, like, it's fine as long as price keeps moving in my favor. But if this turns into a losing trade, but this will be a nice, this will be a nice stress test of Fairdesk's customer service, because this used to happen back on ByBit, and the 2 times where it cost me money, they made me whole. Like, they were like, all right, yep, we can see that. Cool. Yep. Here's your money back. All right. Questions. What are my, do I have any plans for the upcoming massive Arbitrum unlock? Well, first off, I want to do 2 things. The first thing I want to do, and bear with me here, guys, I need to add a source here. And this is going to be boom. And this source is going, this chart done, this modification, and this modification. Fit as best as we can. So gotta stretch it because it is what it is. All right, cool. And then that needs to live down here like so. All right, cool. And then all I have to do is Stream Deck, and we want a Streamlabs desktop. This is a Streamlabs desktop source. Streamlabs desktop source. DeFi. Scene is going to be live trading, and the source is right there. Bam. Now I should be able to turn that on and off with my Stream Deck. Yep. And the reason I did this is because you said something about token unlocks. Let's see. Still nothing. The world in disarray. We don't want chain list. Sorry. We want just DeFi llama. And we can go to unlocks. And what do we got? Unlocks coming up. Next event. Filter by next event. Raunchness is going to have a big unlock. Aptos is having a big unlock pretty soon. ApeCoin, Moonbeam, Arbitrum. Arbitrum is having in 16 days, 12 hours, 16 minutes. They're going to be unlocking. Let me make sure we understand this. Next event. Team, 0.12%. All right. Arbitrum. Here we go. Advisors team, off-chain labs, is going to be unlocking 1.38 billion. And investors are going to be unlocking 898 million. So in total, that's about 14% of total supply, if I am understanding that correctly. 675.5 million ARB just for the advisors team, off-chain labs. And the investors are peeling off quite a bit too. So 43% has been unlocked. 14% more will be unlocked. All right. So obviously well, yeah, this is just the beginning, right? Like, so far, only the airdrop allocation has been released. So only 34% of supply is currently circulating. And when it's all said and done, yeah, and we're just going to start seeing, those unlocks happen. I mean, it's a double-edged sword, right? Fairdesk is working fine for you? You serious? All right, let me try going to... Okay. Regular futures is working fine for me. Yes. Copy trade. Oh. It's working now for me too. And I don't know why I was sweating because I had set a take profit. And the take profit got filled. All right, guys, let's move on. Dear Lord. All right, so we had volatility crush, and we are getting some expansion. Oh, I don't know about this. Let me think. Yeah, I mean, OI is dropping. The question is, like, are buyers interested here? All right, so we can get rid of the target. This is all good. All right, so price did come down into the low volume node. Let's see. We do, of course, so we do have our first tranche of liquidations here. The question is, like, do we wait or do we bid now? Does that make sense to bid now? The idea was to, so yeah, anyways, the idea was to buy here, which, because I couldn't access the system, I kind of missed. So we'll just do the same thing, guys. All right, we have a downtrend, and we'll just wait for the downtrend to break. That worked really well for us over here. Okay. All right. Just took the break of the downtrend. We'll do the exact same thing over here. Okay. No reason to do anything different, really, honestly. Oh, wait. Sorry, you guys can't see that. You guys can't. I was charting and you guys couldn't even see. Alex says to look on token unlocks. Says that doesn't look right. Token unlock. So we shall. So this token.unlocks.app. Sure. Let's see. Upcoming airlock. Arbitrum. Yeah, DeFi Llama said 16 days. This says 10 days. All right, this says 16% of total supply. All right, so market cap, fully diluted value, circulating supply. Max supply is 10 billion. Circulating supply is 1.451. Total unlock progress so far is 16% of tokens have been unlocked. Previous events, upcoming events. 1.11 billion Arbitrum, which would be like 10% of supply. Why does this say, oh, it's 76% of circulating supply? Yeah, so they're basically almost going to double circulating supply. Oh, okay. Gonna make an account. Yeah, sign up, see all this. Come on now. Allocations. Yeah, the DAO. What is this? The treasury. Individual wallets. Investors. Team, future team, and advisement. So, where's the airdrop allocation? Yeah, 2 allocations. So that does align with what DeFi Llama is saying also. March 23rd. That was a year ago. In 3 years. Yeah, okay. Nice volatility crush. Potential double bottom. Does Bitcoin hold or not is the question. I mean, if we don't hold at this point in time, like, so I'm just going to go ahead and set a limit bid at 64,128. Actually, let's do, what do we want to do here? 64,203 is actually where we're going to set our limit long here. 64,203. Wait, let's calc that. That's 1.25%. And if we, right. Let's do that. Okay, 125. That's not too bad. So yeah, we want to set that limit bid there, and we'll set our stop loss at 63,403. Okay, no bigs. And if we buy here, we want to be taking profit most likely here. $64,899. I like that. Okay. All right. So we have that order placed. Bitcoin once again rejecting from the descending trend line right now. So not too much to do until we get a nice push above, honestly. We did have a nice volatility reset here, so we can basically trade in either direction at this point in time. Is there, I mean, that's 0.63%. It's definitely doable. All expansion. Yeah, the only thing is, like, volatility is really petered down. Like, look at the volatility of this movement, and now look at the volatility of this movement. It's just, it's nothing to compare. And as a trader, we want volatility, right? Long with caution today. How are you going to, Tyler, how are you going to say long with caution and then just say that you're bullish? You're messing with my heart, man. You're messing with my emotions. What is, why? Why do you play with me? Ugh. No, I mean, things are good, right? We probably should, like, take the long here. I'm just concerned about liquidity sweeping down here. Because if we break out here, the target would be just the point of control. 65,266. So I want to bid here. What I want. All right, guys. Listen, I hate to do this. Your up moves are coming on consolidation during a downtrend. Yeah. Absolutely. Guys, I love you guys, but I've been live for 2 hours. I have a meeting in 15 minutes, and I still have yet to eat lunch. So I'm going to go do that. Thank you guys so much for hanging out today. I really appreciate you guys. Been absolutely amazing. If you guys want to support what we do here, then the best way to do that is to consider giving the video a thumbs up. It helps us out more than you could possibly imagine. And if you would like to support us further and really contribute to the content that we're making here, then please become a channel member. If you would like to work personally with me and my team in 2024 to build your own, to build your own trading strategy, to never rely on someone else's signals again, check out everything that we do in our coaching and mentoring program at krakencryptocurrency.com. If you'd like to sign up to copy trade me on Fairdesk, you guys can do that down in the link in the description. We will be back. No, I will not be live streaming tomorrow morning. I will be, actually, yes, I will. Yes, I will. I will be live streaming tomorrow morning. So I will see you guys then. All right. Sorry. Forgot what I was doing tomorrow. But I will be live tomorrow morning. I will see you guys then. Trade safely. And thanks for hanging out, guys. Cheers.